Alright, have worked through the rest of the hisat protocol. Um, I had some issues. So you can see here, I've created these GTF files, but I don't know if it was an issue in the way I downloaded or what, but only the first four had data and everything else was empty. So the analysis I did after this is just with the first four, but it's still enough to do some of the comparative analysis in R. So what I ended up doing, I'll show you, I've created the GTF files using string tie and did some of the other work. What I did to kind of speed this up was I created a series of bash scripts to do this. So the first step, I did hisat2 and SAM tools. So I just kind of entered in each line for every file. And then once I finished that command, and it took about 20 or 30 minutes, I did the next string tie command. And this assembles each transcript. So once that was completed, I ended up with these GTF files. And this is the part that I didn't. So I'll just show you how one runs. It takes a few minutes or a little bit of time, but it runs and creates a file. But if I probably run one of these, it won't. I don't know, and I don't know why that is. Yeah, so it says marker is absent, invalid binary header. So something went haywire with some of these, but at any rate, some of them worked. So once I used this script though to create these GTF files, I then merged them. So we need to merge them into a list because the next command, this merge with string tie, merges that list and creates a text file that we're going to have in there. So that is oh, you can see it here. So I've got the merge list, and then I run the estimated abundances. So this I ran for the first four and get abundances, and you can read through all of this in the paper here. So I'm doing this part. Now, once that's finished, we have abundances. So we've got all these data files now that we're going to use in R to actually do some differential expression analysis. So the first step is you need to have R downloaded and installed on your computer. I have that, so I had to load some libraries, and those libraries done here. So you can see kind of my commands here. So the first step is we're going to read in this phenotype data. And we're going to work through these commands. And we're just kind of setting up the various, so we've got results from the transcripts, results from the genes, results from here. I think the issue here is that, again, some of those files didn't align or didn't assemble correctly with the string tie. I don't know. I've recently upgraded my operating system, and I don't know if that's caused some issues. Okay, so then we set up our graphics, and again, this is all from this protocol paper. So I've got the results.
Doesn't look anything like his pictures. Where's the cement? They came to their side.
I could write these results to a CSV file.
That's actual pictures. That's exciting.
This allows me to.
That is really.
So I am inside of this folder. So I'll write these, and I should have files that I can send. Okay, and then I'm setting up that. Now the next steps are actually to visualize this, and this is really the most important part because this is where you understand what the data are really telling you. So setting up the dimensions, box plot.
Oh, the big one. Yeah. Or shouting. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And the plot here, so this is showing the difference in expression between the male and female subjects in the study.
Had brush his teeth. No, nothing. Wow. Wow. It was 30 years ago. 20. Wow.
So this is a transcript, plots of individual transcripts across samples.
At least they got how skinny he was. Yeah, at least he got food. Isn't that skinny?
So I've got that. So we've got the 12th transcript from the X chromosome is what we're plotting here.
One was breastfeeding. And that was him. That's kind of a good story. I'm kind of liking it. Very good. He has not returned diarotic, it's not. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm going to take Buddy for a walk. Yeah, like John McCain. Yes, the kids do. John McCain's the Vietnamese divorce was these guys.
Oh, I'm sure.
They put him in chapter.
And the last bit is this, and it creates a plot showing the genomic position and the
Yeah.
Okay.
so it's the structure and expression levels of 5 distinct isoforms of the XIST gene in sample 234.
Oh, super. You bet. I put her in the room.
So that's it. And I will save these.
It's supposed to rain hard until about fall. Maybe it's all there. Reading in Golden morning. Where? Get her face addresses on here.
So this
supposed to be shower. Supposed to rain a hole until
didn't quite work exactly how they got, but there was an issue, like I said, with the
10 a.m.
file. Okay, well, that is the end of the hisat protocol.